right, welcome back to Trash Talkin.
I'm Reg.
I'm Ian. It's a show that just like a specific files in Washington. We keep saying we're back every week, and we never do. So thanks for joining us a couple weeks later.
I hit my head. Seriously. Now I can't remember the Broncos losing.
Yeah,
Oh! Now we're getting cocky. Now we're getting cocky.
No, the perfect part was we stopped doing this for the best 2 weeks of being a Cowboys fan in 10 years.
Yeah, right. I
We
know.
had 2 weeks where we were on top of the world, and we never got.
Since we've been off, we won all our picks of the week.
Every single one.
I was really wanting to come on during the week we beat the Eagles, week we beat the Chiefs, because that doesn't look really impressive anymore. I thought the Chiefs were better than they are, but that was a great week. 2 weeks to be a Cowboy fan. Luckily, you've gotten all year to be.
I was going to say the last 12 weeks have been pretty good for a Broncos fan.
It's been great to be a Broncos fan. I can't believe I'm saying this. I wish I was a Broncos fan.
You guys cheer. You guys cheer for me.
I do for you. And
I got to cheer for you this week, so.
I'm cheering against us this week for the first time.
Beat the Chargers, would you?
Hey, there's still a 0.5% chance the Cowboys make the playoffs, so we're holding on. We're going to talk about playoff predictions. We haven't been here in a while, so really we'll talk about our best teams in each conference, who we think is going to make the playoffs. I know you have something you want to get off your chest.
First, the NFL has got to change. Get out of the 1960s where if you win your division, you get a home game, you're automatically in the playoffs. Winning a division is great if you have a good record, but you got to realize in the NFC, Carolina or Tampa Bay are going to win the division at 9-8 or possibly 8-9.
Yeah.
Detroit and the Bears could have 10, 11 wins and be out of the playoffs.
Yeah, one's gonna miss.
That's embarrassing. Seattle or the Rams could have 13 wins and play at Tampa Bay or at Carolina.
Yeah.
And the same as in the AFC. Pittsburgh and Baltimore, the winner there is going to be 9-8.
Yeah.
And all the wild card teams are going to have better records.
Maybe
they
it's
have
time.
to go 1-7.
Maybe it's time to go 1-7.
That's the way
You
it
have
should be. It shouldn't matter.
Exactly.
But it does take away from divisional games. Like divisional games are so much fun.
There's
Like,
always one
Seattle
bad division in each.
That's true.
Almost every
Seattle, the Rams, and San Francisco all right now have 11 wins.
They're all going to make it though.
I
The
know,
NFC is
but
weird. Looking at it right now.
you know, you have three
Can you
teams.
imagine being like,
terrible.
what would that be, 13-4 and not getting a home game?
Playoff game.
That's the fun of it for me though. In that way, I would love to see 1-7 in the
There's
way
too
of I
much
like to see better
emphasis on
teams
division.
get in.
Too
But
much emphasis on it. I would rather conference record matter because you're only playing 6 division games out of 17 now.
Yeah.
So it's about 33% basically that you play. To me, get on with it, move forward.
Maybe at the
Other
same time,
sports
stop
have
playing
done it.
each other twice, so we don't. So some teams don't get to play the Jets
Look at
twice.
baseball. They stopped from playing division opponents
Yeah.
19 times so they
Yes.
could play everybody.
That's right.
They adapted.
Yeah.
You know, not everybody.
baseball is the last sport to adapt too. Maybe the NFL should
But I
start
think
figuring it
the
out.
How
NFL
many
gotta
years
do
in New
something.
England you knew for a fact they were going to win 8 games?
Yeah, exactly.
I wish. That'd be nice, but yeah, no, it's
There's so many good teams, and it's going to be sad that I don't feel bad for Dan Campbell of Detroit, but they're going to have 10, 11 wins.
you know what?
They're
I
gonna
don't want to
miss
see
the
those guys
playoffs.
in the playoffs.
It could come down to them beating the Bears in Chicago the last game of the year, because if the Bears lose tonight to Green Bay, that's their only hope.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to catch anybody else. But that game the other night,
Yeah.
the Rams and the
That was so much
Seahawks
fun.
are two unbelievable teams.
I went out during overtime to chase the Arkells around town, and they weren't around town. They
weren't?
said they were going to be at a bar.
Oh, yeah?
So me and Isabella at
So
11:45
Max, if you're
got
watching
up.
this,
Yeah.
Evans Math.
I got up after the Puka Nakua. I had it on in the car, and I turned it off. I was like, "Oh, this game's done." And I missed the last touchdown from the Seahawks because I was chasing the Arkells.
That coach, it was one of the best calls
Oh, yeah.
ever. He had
No.
nothing to lose, Seattle.
Those are two great coaches.
But the
Yeah.
tie did Seattle no good for the division.
Yeah.
So he went for the
It was awesome.
And good on Darnold.
It was awesome. I know.
exactly.
You know,
I was
'cause he
so
was
happy
the-
because
after-
Stephen A. Smith and everybody cut him up.
I was
And then he
cutting him up.
throws an interception.
threw-
You're like, oh.
Yeah.
The text I sent right before, like seriously, 3 seconds before Rashid Shaheed, his return touchdown was, any team that has Sam Darnold in a big game is going to lose. That was the exact text I sent, and they won. And even like my buddy texted in the group chat, we have a Seahawks fan, like,
You
Darnold
get it
sucks.
from your dad because
Yeah.
when New England's up 21-0, he's on
I know.
Facebook saying
I
the
know.
Bills are done. New England's
Listen.
great.
I
And then
switched it, though.
2 hours
There's a
later,
difference.
he's got to apologize.
there is a
Everybody.
difference between me. I know that 21-0 means nothing today.
But I did that.
I was
as a-
watching
that
Sam
was
Darnold look
reverse
like me in high school. That's what it looked like.
Mine was reverse psychology. It was like
Apparently.
yelling, "Shut up!"
As soon as I seen that, I said, "Oh no,
21-0.
Here we go.
How about that? You know,
What's he
I
doing?
was impressed with New England.
I'm impressed with every team in the AFC, but I also don't trust any team in the AFC. I got to
For me, if we can get home field, which we need, and we still have to. We need
you guys are the best team in the AFC.
The only team that I actually fear, believe it or not, in the AFC, if we get home, is Houston.
That's me. Okay, good.
Houston's their only one because Stroud, if they don't turn the ball over,
they're good.
Their defense and our defense, it's going to be whoever turns the ball over. It's going to be a low-scoring game. The Bills scare me a little only because of Josh, but getting them at home with their defense, but they don't scare me. Their receivers don't scare it.
Weirdly, Stroud would have the second most playoff experience in the playoffs. It would be Allen, then Stroud, and Herbert. And Herbert
just go back to our thing. Yeah. I said it's always going to be Kansas City.
Baltimore.
And Baltimore in the playoffs, and Kansas City and Baltimore could not be in.
I'm looking next to an E next to the Kansas City Chiefs name, which is really weird because every year, as bad as they look, I'm always like they're going to win. They have Mahomes the same way Brady, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later because we're talking.
You know what? Last year they got lucky to win all the games. This year, to me, Denver has.
Everything
won a lot of games where maybe they shouldn't.
That's how you got it, though.
And I think sometimes it's your year, but
you guys could be undefeated. Those first 2 games you lost at the buzzer.
Yeah. I'll say if the Bills,
we haven't been.
I see on Facebook people circling the wagons. If they don't win this year, you got to burn the wagon because I don't think the Ravens look awful. Ravens play tomorrow, right? They look awful. I wouldn't be afraid of them even if they got in.
No, I'm not afraid. Lamar's hurt, so I'm not afraid of them.
And so if I'm the Bills, I'm looking at every team. I'm looking at Bo's second-year quarterback, Drake May's first year starting. Are the Jags that good? Trevor Lawrence hot and cold. The Steelers are not great.
No, I'm telling you,
I would just be looking at a straight line.
If I'm New England, they better beat Baltimore in Baltimore this week because then if they finish as a wild card, and because if the Bills finish tied, they have the tiebreaker against New England. That gets the Bills 1, possibly 2 home games.
They need that. I think the Bills need that.
I'm cheering for New England to beat Baltimore.
I actually think this is the Bills' year. As crazy as it sounds, it has to be.
They must be looking, saying, "Where's Mahomes and where's Lamar?"
Yeah, that's the thing. I know he's like the 4th in this group, but there's no Burrow in the playoffs either. He's 3 quarterbacks that you've been kind of
in teams that they can't beat.
And we all admit though, Josh is a beast.
Yeah, he's a beast. He's not the MVP though.
He's not MVP.
People are starting to talk MVP again, but I don't want to do that.
He's a beast.
He's awesome.
No, I think what's his name?
He's awesome, but then you have
Stafford's
the MVP. But I mean, Josh is the best quarterback in football, though. To me, or for Mahomes.
All around,
he's still better than Mahomes now. Because I'm a big. You got to see it 2 years in a row, and we've seen a couple years of Mahomes where it's like you don't look like the same. And that started the year. If you go back and look at the tapes, I was saying Mahomes is back because he was in the MVP race.
Their offense was off again.
It's weird. And I do think they need a year to we'll talk about this, the Chiefs and stuff, but I think they need to kind of retool. The NFC is really interesting.
The NFC is going to be great because I think the Rams and the Seahawks are the 2 best teams.
Those playoffs are good.
San Francisco. They lost Hufanga to us, Trey Greenlaw. Look at all the injuries they've had. Steve-O was gone.
Yep.
They lost half their team this year.
Their 2 best players are hurt.
They're 10-4.
Yeah, it's weird.
Sometimes you got to say Shanahan is a great coach.
Because everyone come to that. Everyone continues to crap on him for the Falcons and stuff.
4, 5, 6
games. Mac Jones looked great.
They have a chance to.
That is
in a tough division.
Foolproof example that if you have the right coach and right system, it doesn't matter who you put in there. I feel most bad for right now is Trey Lance because I feel like in that system he probably would have looked a lot better than he did too. He was 2-1 when he broke his ankle and missed the year. But and it's weird about the NFC. The wild card teams to me are much better than the division teams because I don't think the Eagles
are afraid of the Eagles anymore going into Philly. Nobody's going to
be
afraid of the Bears.
No, God, no.
No one's afraid of the Bucs. It's going to be a force.
The Bears are a lot better. They're only going to get better though. They're a lot like Denver last year. Denver got in the playoffs, got their feet wet. I think that's what the Bears.
They're way ahead of schedule. That's all.
Way ahead. I didn't think they'd be this good, but their defense got better.
No one's scared of the Packers anymore. Micah's what scared you. I'd only be scared of the Rams, Seahawks, and maybe 49ers.
I mean, whoever gets to play the winner of the Bucs and Carolina.
Yes.
That's a good game. It's a bye week.
That is better than a bye week.
And it's probably going to be the Rams.
Yeah.
So
it'll be Rams.
Rams or the Niners.
I hope it's the Panthers.
I feel bad for an AFC team playing them. I'm sorry. I just think they're going to eat them.
And you know what? Dan Campbell, for what he did to Detroit a few years ago, it's going to look good if they don't make the playoffs this year. Just think, teams know how to play Jared Goff now. Yeah, he's getting older. They're hitting him a lot more. They're going to be on the downside. They blew their chance of winning a Super Bowl. And now the Bears and Green Bay are up.
Yeah. That division, because, I mean, He played against us, but JJ McCarthy looked good on Sunday night. He
He
played
will
against
be
Cowboys.
good. He hasn't played much.
Yeah, he played against, but my buddy's a Vikings fan, and he said, "Oh, he was on the road of Vikings." He's like, "Not anymore." After I saw him play Cowboys, I'm like,
But he hasn't played in 2
See
years.
everyone
You got to
plays.
give
I
him a
know.
little bit of slack. He
I
hurt it.
know.
He missed a year. Michigan, he wasn't a thrower. You know
Not
what I
at
mean?
all.
They didn't have to rely on him to win. So
if there's, I think we said this last year. If there's a system he'll do well in, it's Minnesota.
Yeah.
He's also, I don't know. Like Jerry Jones said, we see all these quarterbacks have their best games against Cowboys. Must be us. It is us. So I'm not gonna. But that division is getting better. Like Parsons is gonna be back. Love is. I don't know,
that's a
he's
great-
hit and miss.
that
but-
division, the West Division, and then
Yeah.
you got New Orleans, Atlanta, Carolina, Tampa Bay in the South. Come on.
Yeah.
Our division
It's a
sucks.
joke.
there is a like the outlook on the NFL in the next 5 years though is good because
A lot of good.
I think the
young
Giants are gonna get good. I mean,
quarterbacks. Jackson Dart's going to be
Jackson
good.
Dart's
I'll
gonna be
tell you right
good.
now. They got a lot of.
I think the
injuries.
Commanders and
Um,
Jane Daniels are just gonna be this bad again. I think they'll probably try
I think
and build.
he's going to be injury prone.
Yeah, maybe,
I
but
think he's going to be the kind of guy where when he gets hit, it's
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
be
I don't think
pretty.
there should be any NFC East representative in the playoffs this year.
Eagles
I don't
are
think the
funny-
Eagles should even be allowed.
They're a funny team. They win, they cry, they complain.
I know,
they
but
still win.
they're steady. That's the one thing that I kind of trust about them is even as bad as Jalen Hurts will play on a weekly, he's
Their defense
steady.
can win a game on
Eh.
its own. If they're healthy, that defense can win a game on its own. They know how to win. That's the difference.
And if they're going to get in the playoffs, Jalen Hurts will be the most experienced quarterback in the playoffs.
But
out of
because-
everyone.
Because of the other night, it's hard to go into Seattle. If they get home field
Oh, yeah,
advantage,
no,
that's a
that's
tough place to play.
When
That
they're
crowd
good-
just
Their
gets
crowd's
louder and
awesome.
louder.
When they're good, that crowd is
It's going to be a tough
When they got
place
that
to
2-point
play.
conversion, that place went nuts.
That was the
Oh,
weirdest
that's-
2-point conversion I've seen in my life.
Yeah.
I had the volume down.
I can't believe it.
I had the volume down, so I'm like, what are they
I was like,
replaying?
what
I
are
saw
they-
I get batted down.
I know. That's what I thought. What are they reading?
Unbelievable. But it's going to be a fun playoffs because it felt like last year kind of lacked
Different
on that.
teams.
Yeah, it's going
That's
to be like
why I
that.
Yeah, that's the nice.
There's
Fine.
going to be no cheese.
Don't
No,
you wish baseball was like that?
you know what?
Never
We
will.
almost did.
Never
We
will
almost
be.
did. We almost did. But no, it's going to be a really fun playoffs. I'm excited. Even though my team's not in it, even though I'm not rooting for my watch, there's a 0.5% chance that we get in.
It'd be
There's a
out by
chance.
tonight if the Eagles.
I was going to say if the Eagles, and they will. But it's going to be fun. But let's move on to your team. We'll go a little in depth. I didn't think they were making the playoffs at the start of the year. I as well had the Raiders over the Broncos. So are they the best team in the league?
In the league, no. In the AFC, if they're at home, I don't see them losing. If they play the way they do and they don't turn the ball over, I'll tell you, in 2 years, Bo Nix, anybody that can complain about him, I don't care. I don't, sometimes
Including you.
Stephen A. Smith and your buddy Nick Wright. Listen, the guy, when the chips are on the table, that guy gives it his all.
Mm-hmm.
He made a pass the other day. He was going to run out of bounds, and he just happened to see the guy
I
and
saw
he
that.
threw it first
Yeah.
down on third down.
Yeah.
He'll run for a first down. 9 interceptions. I'll take that in 14 games.
Yeah. No, it's been
For the
good.
amount of touchdowns he has.
Yeah.
If they could stay healthy, they have drafted so good.
Yeah.
Anybody in the
Yeah,
last
drafted
5
good.
years in the top 3 or 4
After the
on
Russ
the
thing
team.
too. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
This
It
is the
is.
last year of dead cap
Yeah.
that they have. Just
Yeah,
think
it's
of
impressive.
that. Again, shame on Vegas. They had their win total at 9.5.
Yeah.
Last week we were underdog by 1.5.
Yeah,
at
that didn't
home
really
to
make
Green
much
Bay.
sense.
And this week,
Anything like that.
Jacksonville's won a few games in a row. They haven't beat anybody.
No, they're not. better
They're
than
in
the
Denver, and
Broncos.
it's only 3. So
Yeah.
something's a little fishy. Nobody seems
That's
to
a
want,
coin toss.
but they should be 5 or 6
should
point
be.
favor.
Your
But
defense,
if
though.
the defense,
Oh my
if they
God.
could stay
And then we had
healthy,
to watch the Cowboys after your defense.
I mean-
I'm like, that's terrible.
they're going to sign more guys. Guys want to
Yeah.
play there. They're a very unselfish team.
Yep.
If RJ Harvey can do something in the playoffs, I still would rather, it'd be nice if they had a big back to get a first down on
you can go
third
get
and 1.
that in
But
the offseason.
man, if they get the home, they should be
Yeah.
the team to beat. But are they better than the Rams? Seattle, no. Seattle's got a great defense too. The Rams are young with a good defense, better quarterback. But,
yeah.
To me, from what they were 2 years ago to now, coaching and everything
It's
else,
supposed to be nice.
everything has fallen into place, almost like I told you the Chiefs last year. So, hey, it took 10 years.
No, I'm saying it must
It
be
took
nice because
10
you had to
years.
watch Brock
I had to
Osweiler,
watch
Yeah.
Joe
Case
Flacco,
Keenum,
Case Keenum, Teddy Bridgewater. I'm trying to think of who was there right before.
I got his autograph, Paxton Lynch.
I was just saying, I remember still the picture on my phone of Paxton
I
Lynch.
got a picture with him and his
Trevor
autograph.
Simeon, and you
Trevor
called him Trevor
Siemian.
Simeon to his
Yeah.
face.
Yeah,
Paxton
I
Lynch.
didn't even know he was.
But
We went through dark
Remember that.
Nelson Manning, but they've earned it.
no, they have.
They have the best fans. They get the home game if they can
Yeah.
use the altitude. Even before Parsons got hurt, he was getting
Oh, yeah,
oxygen
no.
every time. I mean, those guys are running around; they're not used to it. So
Yeah.
if you can use the home field to your advantage, But the Chargers don't lose. That's why I need you guys to win.
I don't think. You know what? This would be so Cowboys if we won tomorrow for nothing and ruin our draft stock. But I actually do think you guys are the best team in the league. I don't think you guys are just the best team in the AFC because I trust you guys.
Better than the Rams.
I think we're better than the Rams. I think the Rams have a better quarterback than you guys, but I think as a full team, I just think you guys are better. I think but I don't. I mean, it's like a hot take. Like, I just don't care who your running back is unless he's top 3. Like if your running back is better because he's Kyron Williams,
well, they got 2.
I don't really care.
Yeah.
Corum's great too. He's all right, but like the only way I care if your running back is better if it's like Jonathan Taylor or CMC or I guess A-Chain right now too. I would put in that conversation, but I don't care about Kyron Williams. I know that Puka's unbelievable. I like your O-line is steady. There's something about Bo's growing on me.
The good thing about Puka is if you need a car, his brother can get you one.
I mean,
what's going on?
and he might just get suspended.
Anybody needs a car, call Puka.
He might get suspended for the things he's saying on live streams.
Yes, I don't
He promised he would do an anti-Semitic dance.
Yeah.
He is doing some weird things.
He was right about the refs, though.
Yeah, but he did that before he got to the tunnel.
I know.
How did he tweet before he got to the tunnel?
He was right about
He,
it.
I mean, I'm happy I didn't buy his jersey because he was carrying me in fantasy this year because he's saying some weird stuff and McVay seemed really upset at the.
I've never seen a guy make catches like that.
He's unbelievable.
All the time.
That's why. So maybe like if I'm Puka, like ease up on everything he's saying. He's a great.
Just think, you get rid of Cooper Kupp, you get Devontae Adams.
Yeah, and I mean,
man.
so I think the Rams are great, but I do trust your defense more.
Is he coming?
I think so.
We have to get off the field a little bit more.
Mm.
Sometimes we're on the field, we don't get off third down, but
I do like something about Bo, where he's like growing on me a bit. Last game was the best game as a pro, I think, to me.
it was by far.
Just because, and like he's had a couple of those games this year where he wasn't expected to outplay the other quarterback and did, like in Kansas City.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Mahomes played horrible, but Bo outplayed him. I think, and I said it earlier, and I meant it as I did mean it as a diss like a couple weeks ago, and now I mean it as a good thing. He does remind me of just like a way better Tim Tebow, to where there is. If the game's online, he's probably gonna make a play. That's awesome.
His stats in the fourth quarter are unbelievable.
Yeah. So like
he starts slow, so does the team.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You can't do
it
in the
is
playoffs.
totally his
So the
footwork,
Bills.
and it's really weird. Like I'm not a quarterback guru, but he just doesn't stop moving his feet, and that is where like those bad throws come from. Where if you miss a guy, it's because you have happy feet.
Yeah.
The only guy I've ever seen be able to get over that and like never fix his footwork is Aaron Rodgers and Mahomes, and that's because they're
Jordan
two
Love
of the.
does that too now.
Oh, but I don't think he's gotten over it.
You watch
I think that's what makes him so
McCarthy.
inconsistent.
Jordan Love just
I think that's what makes him so
he's thrown
inconsistent,
off
though.
like a back.
That's a
foot,
massive
like
issue.
See how
fadeaway.
TJ McCarthy throws?
Yeah.
They're making fun of him.
So
he's actually weird.
But Bo has this like, and I guess it's who he is, like this college
He's a
quarterback to him,
Yeah.
where he's running around and making plays, and it's
This is the
interesting.
thing. Sometimes staying in college and playing more games.
Yeah, no, it's big.
is better for you.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
and
Gross.
pro basketball is the biggest.
Yeah, they don't do it, and that's
They
why you
don't
see a lot
stay
of
in
bust.
college. They come out to the pros, and you don't hear about them for 3 or 4 years because
Yeah.
they're nothing.
Yeah,
So,
no, that's
he played a lot of games.
He's great.
in good systems. So
and I don't know. I think you have this like non-diva
I love Sutton.
team. You have
He's
no
so-
divas on the
He
team.
makes
Everyone just
every
wants to
big
win.
catch, Sutton.
He's
Oh,
great.
Down, he gets the ball.
Mims is
man.
great. Like he's not really talked about, but Mims makes a lot
Franklin's
of
playing
like Franklin,
better.
and they played
They
together
got
in
Pat
college.
Bryant,
Yeah, no, the team's like
and
it's
their
good.
tight ends will catch and they block well.
And you have the best corner in football. You have a
Oh,
great
he's
edge
awesome.
rush.
The only thing that scares me is if you're playing a team with 2 good receivers and Riley Moss,
I know.
they're going to throw at you 10, 15 times that game.
You know what
He's
the
a
game plan
decent
is though.
corner,
You gotta give him
He'll
some
get
help.
he'll get a pass interference.
Yeah,
They got to have just what
you
your
double
dad
use.
said. You have to get him
gotta
somebody
give
to
him
help.
That's the thing. You
either
have a
back
shade off
behind
safety
him
on him.
or-
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to
yeah,
do that.
that's perfect. every
Because
time.
you know darn well they're going to throw at you.
Who are you
15
going to
times.
play in the playoffs with a 2 great receivers? Though I'm just looking at the Patriots.
No,
It's going to be Stephon Diggs, who's almost wide
Bills,
receiver
yeah.
1,
no.
and Demario Douglas. I just got a text from Raver.
The Texans have a couple though. They scare me a little with Nico Collins when he's hustling.
Nico Collins would scare me, but for
Who
the
else?
Bills, it's
The
Shakir
Chargers
and
don't scare
Coleman.
me. Yeah, no.
The Chargers, you know why they don't? I had Quentin Johnson for the last 5 weeks in fantasy, and he got me like a combined 20 points. So they don't scare me at all.
Pittsburgh Baltimore either. No.
Pittsburgh, there's DK, and
That's
DK
true.
barely shows up. DK will show up 3 times a year. I wouldn't be worried about Riley Moss going up against Keon Coleman, personally.
I just know the way they pick on him, and
The Texans would terrify me because just for anyone, that the defense is amazing, and that offense feels like if they get the ball in Nico Collins' hands, something awesome is going to happen. All they need to, but To me, I found the
Jacksonville
Broncos.
either, no.
I'm not scared of Jacksonville at all.
No,
I know who Trevor
we'll see
Lawrence
this.
is.
Yeah, I know.
I've seen
Well,
Trevor
we'll
Lawrence
see
does
this
this every
week.
now and
We'll
then.
see this week.
That'll be a fun game. But
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence does this where he looks like Clemson Trevor Lawrence every now and then.
Yeah.
I never trust it. I still don't think he's that guy. But I think the Broncos. Besides, the only thing I'm afraid of from the Broncos is it just Josh Allen.
But
Just the fact that he could play.
But they need home field advantage.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's
They
important.
need to win the division, which the Chargers aren't making it easy. But
Yeah.
if they can get the number 1 seed, get a week off.
Wouldn't this be something if my team from since Manning retired has been consistently in the playoffs, consistently fighting for a 1 seed? You guys have been out 10 years, and then you make it last year. And if you win it all this year, I don't even think that's fair. Just come back in and just swoop in and win a ring after all that. I don't know.
Circle the wagons.
I know. Oh, Bills fans are so
10 years to circle.
We'll talk about a topic that Bills fans might be circling now. Is the Chiefs dynasty done? I think this is where we will differ a little bit.
Well, I like I told you before the show, $44 million over the cap, so they're going to have to get rid of some guys. They have a good young team, but dynasty-wise, yeah, I think nobody's scared of them anymore. That injury to Mahomes, that's going to cost him part of next year. He's not going to be healthy until at least November. Even if he's playing, he ain't going to be able to move.
Yeah.
This is a bad injury.
Yeah.
And by the way, just so you know, he didn't even get his Kansas City doctors. You know who did his surgery?
We did.
The Cowboys.
Yeah, we did it.
He didn't even trust his own team. That's embarrassing.
Everything's
To me,
bigger in Texas.
As an organization, that's an embarrassment that you don't get.
Yeah.
I again, Chargers are getting better. Denver's better.
Yeah.
It's going to be harder for them to win the division. Other teams in the AFC are going to get better, as Indianapolis.
The Raiders are kind of like a
Houston.
quarterback away from being decent. Like they have decent, they have Bauer.
Don't believe everything Nick Wright.
Okay.
I don't believe, but
I'm still believing in this from the start of the year.
I do believe they won't win another championship. They may win 10, 11 games, get to the playoffs, but I don't think that I would see Buffalo winning a Super Bowl before they do again.
Yeah.
Just because of the cap, too.
Yeah.
They're going to have to get rid of guys.
I just never see the Bills winning.
They finally had injuries this year, so I think it caught up with them.
Yeah. The Bills thing, I think you're about to see a new team from Buffalo be the best team in Buffalo, Sabres. I think they're about to take over. If they win at 5:00 against the Islanders, we'll be circling the wagons. We'll be above. We'll be above 500. So I'm just saying.
We're 1 ahead of 500 now, right? We're 15 and 14.
Oh yeah, we'll be 16 and 14. It's huge. So the Chiefs dynasty isn't done. It depends how you think
That
about
was
a
our hockey
dynasty.
talk, by the way, for the year.
Yeah, that's all we're talking. If the Sabres get in the playoffs, we are being forced to talk about hockey. And the Leafs, and this is a good year that we don't talk about hockey because the Leafs suck. So good for everyone else.
They're fighting.
But I mean, he's going to be out for the rest of the offseason. It sucks in the way that he lost his offseason now, but it should be the Chiefs should be operating in the way that Mahomes isn't starting next season, and then they'll have to surround Minshew. I don't know if they'll do that, but the offensive experiment has not worked. Xavier Worthy was obviously the wrong pick. I thought he was the right pick at the time. I wanted him in Dallas. He obviously wasn't the right pick. Pacheco was an awesome story for a 7th-round pick. He's obviously not the running back.
Too hard, though.
And they have had horrible luck with running backs. Mahomes, I didn't know, has not had a 1,000-yard rusher in his career. I actually didn't know
because
that.
they split. You used to have Hunt and the other guy.
Yeah, but he got the last year of Hunt before everything happened. Pacheco has gotten 900 yards. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I thought was going to work out and never worked out.
But then they let him go.
Yeah, it never worked out. So I think you do need to rebrand. I think Kelsey's been good. I think he needs to I don't think he will, but I think he needs to walk.
He shouldn't.
I think he's going to come back because I don't think he'll go out like that.
He's got no need to play.
No, he's about to be the.
What are the Swifties going to do for the Super Bowl?
He's going to be the.
Yeah,
I know. He's going to be the second income winner in his house. He should probably just retire and live his life.
It's going to be fun Monday Night Football.
Yeah,
get a job.
Taylor's got her eye on Bo. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. But I think the Kelsey house is going to be fine without his pay coming in. So I think he'll be all right. He's made enough money, but I do think they should attack this next year as the retool year. I mean, we saw New England go 10 years without winning a Super Bowl. So I don't think and some people separate into two dynasties. I don't. I look at that as one full dynasty.
Mahomes is still younger than Brady was when he was old.
That's the thing. So
that's the difference.
And this happened around the same part of their career. The ACL injury is all lined up. I would take this as a need. I don't think people ever put enough focus on how hard it is to just win. Like all they've done is win.
That's what pissed me off about people in the sports media on ESPN, Nick Wright. You know what? In the NFL, if you win 11 games in a row,
You gotta be good.
I don't care who you play.
You got to be
That's right.
somewhat
To
good.
be
At
up
that
for
point,
11
doesn't
games
matter.
in the
Yeah,
NFL,
yeah.
it's impossible. It's almost New England had a 10-game
Yeah.
winning streak. It's almost
It's hard.
impossible in the NFL to do that. I
But
don't care what
I
anybody
think
says.
I think it's underrated how hard it is on your brain to. They went to 3 Super Bowls in a row. What could you possibly attack coming into the 4th year that makes you like fired up?
Yeah.
Like, let's go to another one. Let's do it again. Like, I think you do lose that focus of the regular season means nothing to us anymore. And you
That's
get, I think there's some boredom, and I think that's weird to say for athletes,
No,
but it's
I'm
true.
sure, and it's like any other sport.
It's in your head.
When you play somebody, you're getting their best effort.
Yeah,
Because nobody likes you.
Yeah.
So you're getting the best effort no matter how bad the team is. They're going to give it their
And
best
even
effort.
worse, like when the Chiefs go into a game and they're playing a lesser team, I don't care who you are.
It's a
3
downer.
Super Bowls in, you go, we're playing the Panthers this week.
Right.
Like, who cares?
But the Panthers.
And the
will.
Panthers are
We're
thinking,
playing
we
the
got to
Chiefs.
beat the Chiefs.
That's right.
So, I mean, I think as much as everyone wants to think like we do the same thing. We do the same thing in basketball all the time. We're doing it now with the Thunder, which they are doing it. They're
gonna
their
get
dynasty
bored. Now they're
starting,
starting to lose
but they're
a
going to
couple
get
games,
bored.
though.
They just lost last night.
They lost.
They lost their 3rd game last night.
Especially when you play 80 games. It's
Yeah.
like baseball, the Dodgers.
It's
You
going to
don't
run
think
off.
they get bored in August?
Exactly.
What the hell? Who are we playing?
We thought the
today?
Nuggets were going to be the dynasty of dynasties with Jokic, and they were great, but they fell a little bit because if you just keep winning, you have nothing to chase. That is the worst part of a sport. That's why I love being a musician. You every day you're chasing something.
Yeah.
You never write Stairway to Heaven. That you.
But not only that, every
One in a
gig-
one in a
every gig
billion.
You want to be your next best gig.
But that's like 1 in a billion people write the greatest song ever. So you're always chasing that. But in football, there is and the Chiefs got it.
Even the Oklahoma City Thunder, they have all their guys signed.
And they're scary
That's
because
the
they have
scary
more
part.
picks.
They
They
have
have more
guys
picks.
signed and they
Yeah.
have more picks. So, but in football, you know what? It's so hard to get there. You got to appreciate how good they've been.
Oh, I mean, this is one of the most impressive.
Just to make the playoffs as many years in a row.
How many
is
years are we now?
almost
7
impossible.
years? This is probably the most impressive 7-year run I've ever seen in
But what
sports.
was his stats?
Same
Like,
with
he
Baltimore,
was
too.
never not in the playoffs till this year.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is the first year not being in the AFC Championship
Exactly.
game.
When have you ever heard of that? In
Is
all
this
the
his
years
first
of
year
watching
not
football?
hosting the AFC Championship game?
No, I think in, but they have hosted.
Yeah.
most of them.
Yeah.
Who did they host it last? Yeah, they did because they were 1 seed. Trying to think of the year they didn't, but yeah, no, Buffalo. It was Buffalo
That's insane.
when they were in Buffalo. Yeah, that's why we do it in
And
the
they ran
moment.
Baltimore one year.
In the-
Lamar choked.
Oh, that was yeah. I
That
was
the year Lamar should have won.
I remember that. But like we're gonna laugh in the moment. And everyone's gonna joke like, "Oh, Mahomes," and they didn't 6 and 8. You couldn't. This was like extremely crazy that this happened. That it was me that I would sit here when Mahomes looked horrible and be like, "It doesn't matter. The Chiefs are gonna win." Like that mindset comes from a team dominating. It wasn't fun for you.
He's a
'cause you're
winner.
Broncos
He's
fan.
a winner.
All he does is win.
That's
It
all
wasn't
he
fun
does
for
is
you
win.
because you're a Broncos fan. I'm sure it wasn't fun for a lot of people in the NFL because they don't like seeing it. I love, besides the Golden State Warriors, because I think that was a baby move, seeing teams just be amazing. And dynastic, I loved watching the
You know
Patriots.
why
I love the
appreciate
Dodgers.
that more than the Dodgers winning.
Yeah,
Is
they
because
didn't
the
buy it.
Dodgers buy teams.
That's the thing.
The Chiefs never
The
bought
the
teams.
Chiefs were completely homegrown.
never- Exactly. They didn't buy teams.
Who do they
Where
go
the
get?
Dodgers every year. Oh, we'll go get
Yeah.
Tyler Glasnow. We'll go
Yeah.
get Blake Snell.
But now that I'm thinking about I don't remember any big free agents for the Chiefs. I don't even remember any big swings.
They never went after great receivers.
No, like
just
they-
like New England didn't.
Their biggest
New
thing was
England did the
Hopkins,
same thing, Yeah.
and then he was way washed at that point. So
And
I do
a
appreciate
couple
it.
years they didn't have the best defenses either.
Mahomes' first year when they lost to, they had one of the worst.
Worst,
They had,
yeah.
I think, the 28th ranked
Yeah,
defense.
so
Because I just saw a stat the other day of if we were to make the playoffs, teams that would have made the playoffs with worse or just as bad defenses, and it was the
Chiefs.
2018 Chiefs. So I do appreciate how good, and I know that Mahomes has been off the last couple of years. I think we forget how amazing he was the first 4 years of that dynasty.
even he's off, he still wins.
Yeah, that's the thing. I would love to have an off
That
year where
tells
I'm
you
15 and
something
2.
about somebody, yeah.
You know, so he's definitely. I don't think it's done. I think it needs a couple years because the team is not in any position to win. The defense is good and young. The offense is weird. Rashee Rice, everyone was so excited the first week. He feels like a 1B at most and a 2 receiver. You need a number 1 receiver. I'm excited to see how they attack the draft because I think you go receiver first. Like I think you need someone to pair with
They
Rashee.
need offensive line too, but
Yeah, the line's falling apart.
it's falling
And
apart.
Andy Reid's almost done too, so we're talking about that. So I don't know. It's interesting. It's going to be an interesting playoffs for the Chiefs. It's really good for you guys
It'd
and
be nice to watch for
and
a change.
the wagons that are being circled. So let's make our pick of the week. I have mine. If you want to go first.
I got mine. I'm going to take Denver -3 at home to Jacksonville. If they can't win by a touchdown, I know Jacksonville's good. They're going to be playing on the road against a good team.
Yeah.
To me, they played Indianapolis with backup quarterback.
Yeah.
They played Tennessee twice. So I'll take them to win.
You or me?
You're next.
I'm going to go Saints -6 against the Jets. That isn't Brady Cook starting again for the Jets. So, and the Saints have actually
The
kind
kids
of
actually
impressed me a
showing
little
me
bit.
something.
Yeah.
They played Tyler Shaw all year.
Like he is 26, so he needs to show it really next year. So
they play hard.
Yeah, no, I mean, Kellen Moore has definitely earned like a couple
Back-to-back
years of
weeks
excuses.
at Tampa Bay, at Carolina.
Yeah.
2 division winners. They won.
Kellen Moore, I've made fun of him all offseason, but he's earned a couple years of excuses. He's shown that he is. You have to give him a chance to build his team at least. So that's fun.
Reggie?
Seahawks. Oh, sorry. I forgot when we were doing it. I thought this was still Thursday. I was going to pick Denver, but you got it, so I want to switch it out. I'll take the Patriots.
Patriots?
I think the Patriots are good.
And
I think they're going to win outright.
who does anyone have winning? Sabres or Islanders or 5?
Sabres!
All right.
Sabres.
Good. Okay, good. Making
What's
sure.
the point spread?
Well, thank you for coming back. We've been gone for weeks, but exams are done.
Enjoy
and
the
we're all
college
back.
football game
Yes,
as well.
some college football playoff today. The game last night was great, so hopefully it continues. Thanks for watching Trash Talkin.
I'm Reg.
I'm E, and we'll see you soon.
And Merry Christmas.
And Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Sorry.